Did you know that 75% of real estate agents fail their first year? Their very first year, 365 days in. Did you know that 95% of real estate investors outright fail? So you might ask yourself, because I ask myself the same question, why do some people drown in the depths of failure, and why do some people paddle their way to prosperity? So in this video, I'm going to break down why 95% of people fail in real estate. So when I was younger, I used to watch WWE like it was clockwork. Y'all know Raw, SmackDown, that was my thing. My dad always used to tell me, Jalen, you know that's fake, right? I'm like, no, that's not fake. Like, you see him bleeding, you see the cuts on him, you see the bruises, that ain't fake. Look at him. He's hurt. But as I grew up, I realized that the winner was already predetermined before the match started. But that doesn't mean that the wrestler wasn't going to get bruised. That doesn't mean that the wrestler wasn't going to get cut up. That doesn't mean that the wrestler wasn't going to fall through a table from here and there. So what am I trying to tell you with that? I'm trying to tell you that perspective matters. If I'm a wrestler going through that and I just got hit and I got bruised up, I know I'm going to win. But just because I got hit and bruised up, that doesn't mean I'm going to stop, because the winner is predetermined before the match starts. When you get into real estate, you have to have the perspective that the winner is already predetermined before you start. You are a conqueror. You are an overwhelming conqueror. That's how you got to think when you get into real estate. So you have to have this perspective that no matter what I go through, no matter how many cuts I have, no matter how many bruises I have, no matter how many times that I fall through the table, I'm going to win, because the winner has been predetermined before the match started, and the winner is me, and I will not lose to the real estate market. I will win and be the conqueror. So the first thing we need, again, is perspective, that you will win, right? Like, for example, when I got into real estate at 17 years old, I was working at Jason's Deli for $7.25 an hour, and I was asking God that I know I want to get into real estate. I know that this is something I want to do. Lord, I just need a way, Lord. Just open the door for me. And the next day, I pretty much met my mentor at Starbucks, and he was teaching his son how to do real estate before I even walked in the door. So what does that tell you? That, one, you have to have a perspective that you could do it. And I was working for $7.25 an hour, and I was going to jump into a thing called real estate. I was in a pit. Like, at $7.25 an hour, I wasn't making no money. Like, I'm working for 2 weeks straight, every day, 7-8 hours a day. My check was $600, right? So I'm telling you to say that no matter where you at right now, no matter what you're doing, you can be successful in real estate if you have the perspective of you will win no matter what. And also, y'all, when God opened the door, you better walk through it. Right, Jalen? I got on here for real estate. You talking about God? Yes, that's what my channel about. So if you don't like it, hey, go to the next real estate person. We're going to talk about God, and we're going to glorify him on my channel. So have the right perspective that you can win. Sometimes you have to go to the pit to get to the palace, right? So just because, again, no matter where you're working, again, I was working $7.25 an hour, y'all. 4 months later, I was a senior in high school. My second semester, the day before my high school prom, I closed a $37,000 deal. And I was just working for $7.25 an hour. Like, don't let your past determine your future, because your past can mess up your prosperity that God has for you. You so worried about what happened. Hey, I've been working at McDonald's this last 5 years. I tried Amazon. I tried trucking, and that didn't work. We got to have the right perspective and the right mindset, right? Our mindset is simply what our mind is set on. Set your mind on the story that I said earlier. You're already the winner. You already won. Nothing can stop you. You're going to get cut. You're going to get bruised up. You're going to get sometimes slammed through the table, but you already won. That's the biggest thing, and that's the number one thing why people are not successful in real estate. They coming into the WWE match thinking they lost already. So when they get cut up and bruised up, hey, I'm gone. I lost. They tapping out. You know, they barely got the choke on. They tapping out already. Do not be the person that taps out, because you're gonna win, and it's all up here. You win and lose in the mind, y'all. So that's the number one thing why people lose, is they have the wrong perspective, and they think they're a loser, and they put all their past and come into this space with all of their past baggage. Let's release that baggage, y'all. Let's release that baggage. Number two, why people lose is strategy, right? I always say you do not have a money problem, you have a strategy problem, right? Money is a byproduct of the strategy you have. So if you're wondering why I ain't got no money, your strategy probably sucks. Your strategy is probably horrible to generate income, right? So you have to have the right strategy. How does that correlate to real estate? My business partner, his name is Tyson. He got into real estate as a real estate agent who did leases, right? So he did leases. So how leases are set up, if you do one deal, then you get paid 50 to 100%, sometimes 25%. So 25% to 100% of first month's rent. So let's say you rent out an apartment for $2,000. You're going to get paid anywhere between $500 to $2K for one deal closed. So you put in all this work to make $500 to $2,000, months upon months upon months to make $500 to $2,000. So he switched his strategy up. He started doing something called real estate wholesaling. Real estate wholesaling, my biggest deal on a real estate wholesale was $60,000. $60K in 2 weeks. I mean, it was about 4 weeks. In 4 weeks. Another reason why people fell in real estate, like by the tune of 95% to the tune of 75%, the statistics I lined out earlier, is because they have the wrong strategy. They put in all this work to make $500 to $2,000, months upon months upon months, and to make $500 to $2,000. Why not put the same work, change your strategy up, and make $60,000 in 4 weeks, right? And a lot of people get into real estate and become a real estate agent and start doing leases. Like, I understand, but don't limit yourself to that small, minuscule amount of money. Like, because it doesn't make sense. Like, because, okay, you close one deal. Let's say you do a lease every 3 months versus a wholesale every 3 months. You're going to make way more money doing the same inputs, but your output is different. So again, strategy absolutely 100% matters. A lot of people get in the game with a horrible strategy, and they're wondering why they're not winning the war. Your strategy sucks. You win the war with strategy, right? So another thing, y'all, another reason why people lose is because they have the wrong mentor, right? You have the wrong mentor. You need a good mentor. You need to get around people that's super successful and learn from people that's actually doing the business and actually going where you want to go, right? Another story. So pretty much, I was just talking to my business partner Tyson before I started recording as well, and he was saying one of his mentors, he asked him, like, what is the quickest way to get to $1 million? He was saying, yeah, I would do some commercial deals, I would do word of mouth, I would become a local celebrity. Realize this dude is super wealthy. He's super wealthy. So he's already got a buttload of cash. He's already, far beyond the average person. So he said, do a commercial deal. A commercial deal takes anywhere from 18 to 36 months to close. So you don't have 18 to 36 months to close a deal. You need money now. You can't wait 18 to 36 months because bills, so on and so forth. And I wouldn't even recommend you wait that long on your first deal. You can get in commercial as time goes on, but we need to make the money now. We ain't waiting on 18 to 36 months. Hey, I'm not right now. So you need a real estate mentor that has the same mindset you have. Because yes, you can make big bucks in commercial, but why not, do a flip that takes 2 to 3 months? Why not do wholesaling that takes, anywhere from 2 to 4 weeks to close a deal? So you need a mentor that's aligned with you and that will give you the strategies for success. You need a mentor that's preferably in your market. You need a mentor that has a proactive approach. When you're first starting, you need some type of proactive approach. Like I was telling you from the mentor that I was talking about earlier, he was talking about word of mouth. You ain't got no time for word of mouth like that. Do word of mouth, but if word of mouth don't work, you need to be cold calling on the phones. You need to be door knocking. You need to be in the field. And that leads me to my next point. Real estate is not sexy. A lot of people get into real estate thinking it's sexy. They see the big numbers. Like today, we closing a $33,000 flip. But y'all don't know what we had to do to get to that flip. It was a lot of calls. It was a lot of ugly work to get to the sexy result. So real estate is a lot of calls. Real estate is a lot of relationships. Real estate is ugly. Real estate is not sexy. It's not like a lot of people get into real estate looking at HGTV, looking at like, y'all, that's towards the end of the process. The beginning of the process is a whole different story. So I want to let you know, if you're looking to get into real estate, it's not sexy. Like if you're looking for something easy, for something like how I got into real estate is my first like 8 to 12 I was at school because I started real estate second semester of high school. I had early release. I got it around 12. From 12 to 7, every single day I'm on the phone calling, hearing no, next day. Going to school, get to the office, no, next day. Going to school, get to the office, no. But the reason why people don't make it, again, is perspective and not understanding the game they play. A lot of people don't understand you have to go through some things to go to some things. You have to go through the calls to go to the checks. So you have to start understanding that. Like, stuff is not hard. I mean, stuff is not easy. Stuff is super hard that's worth it. Anything in life that you want to do that will make you better, that will give you the fruit that you desire is super hard, y'all. So real estate is, let me tell it to you, real estate is hard, difficult. Even to this day, 350 plus real estate deals in, I still go through trials and tribulations, but I understand that it's making me better and it's preparing me for what God already has prepared for me. So those are the 4 biggest reasons why I feel like real estate, 95% of real estate people fail. If you like the video, like, subscribe, comment. I drop a video every week, Thursday at 10 a.m., and I'll see you on the flip side.